Bien, bonjour everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today, as you can guess by seeing Catherine here, we're gonna talk about engineering and range combat. So, originally, my video was to talk about the state of range combat, and let's rip off the band-aid, explain why it is bad for the game. And that was a video idea that I had before they even teased and announced John and Stefan. Uh, and basically, I was gonna predict that, yeah, I thought John and Stefan were gonna be very average, if not bad. And it turns out they're decent, if not good. I think it's John. Let me check. 900, and yeah, it's 800, I think. Yep. So yeah, I think John is the best primary for Cordoba, unless his skill. Maybe not. I should put more thought in it. But basically, they gave us a very good primary for Cordoba, and Cordoba is the best range commander right now. Alright, with that being said, let's get back on topic and start from the beginning. Range combat and why it's not good for the game. And for that, we have to talk about the very basics of Rise of Kingdoms, like what makes Rise of Kingdoms. So, Rise of Kingdoms is a player versus player real-time strategy game. Yeah, some would say it's a city builder. Yeah, it's a city builder mixed with a real-time strategy game. But mainly, it's a PvP game. That means, in order to win the game, you have to kill other players. So not those ones, because those are my allies. And actually, I'm in my home kingdom, so everyone here is my ally. But let's assume I'm in KvK and I want to kill players. Let's say the red ones, because red is always the enemy. So, oh no, I think there is no one around there. Yeah, here. Where are the farms accounts? God. Alright, here we are. An enemy of territory. To kill an enemy, you have to attack it with your marches. So yeah, you can swarm it, or mainly you will rally it. So yeah, it's a very player, so of course I would swarm such a guy. But 68 million player, assuming it's an enemy, yeah, I would start considering launching a rally. So for my power, I would swarm such a player, because I do not care, I have too much troops. But yeah, 70 million power is the range where you want to launch a rally. But whatever, that's not the point. In order to kill player, and new players do not know it, you first need to kill the territories they're standing on. Because in KvK, in Kingdom versus Kingdom, again, if you're a new player, you do not know that, if a player is standing on its alliance territory, as you can see, I'm from Old World Order, and I'm literally glued to flag from Old World Order, an active flag, say, because if it's inactive, I'm not protected. In KvK, if you're standing on your alliance territory, you are 100% safe. You are protected. You have a permanent invisible peace shield. You cannot be attacked. You cannot be targeted. That only works in KvK. So, in order to kill players, because it's a PvP game, you first have to kill its territory. How do you destroy territory? Well, by touching the territory with your own territory. So, for instance, we could fight theoretically here. New World Order could attack this flag from Old World Order because they're touching each other. And I want to stress out the word touch. You have to go here, physically here with a march to destroy that. Obviously, in a PvP area, those flags will be filled with 1 million flags. Isn't it 2 million in KvK? Yeah, Crusader flags are 2 million. It's 2 million. So there are 2 million troops in there. So I need a rally. I cannot swarm 2 million that easily. So now let's draw a bit. All right, so what we had for simplicity purposes is put blue on the left, and let's say it's a flag. Let's say I have a few cities up there. I won't draw them all, because that would take too long. And and red? Oh, I can do that. I did not know. All right. Yeah, I'm new to that to that website. It's pretty nice, not gonna lie. All right. So, same for the red. We will assume a fair fight. Basically, 100 players on both sides. So 100 player. And now let's go to blue. Up, up. And everyone can field 5 marches. Up. For simplicity purposes, actually not that much. I mean, I will assume the rallies on the flag are filled with farms, which is not a very big assumption. It is often true. Um, but for simplicity purposes, we will assume there is no reinforcement for both the garrison and the rally. So if I launch my rally, and I will try to draw a flag, so let's say blue attack red. All right, that's a flag, so that's my rally. Hey, it's a pretty nice flag. And it's hitting the flag. All right. If I do not help my rally with my field march, so yeah, by the way, that means I have 500 marches. And the enemy have also 500 marches. So if I do not help my rally, the 500 marches standing, I don't know, there, and there, maybe, will instantly kill it. They will just swarm the rally and destroy it instantly. So obviously I have to move forward with my 500 marches, follow my rally, and escort it. So as I said, for simplicity purposes, we will ignore the rally on the garrison. So that's basically 500 marches, fighting, brawling over here, and until your rally can reach the flag. Because cities should be considered some sort of magical portal that can spawn an infinite number of units, well, you are at a disadvantage if you attack, because yeah, a player here or even here can instantly refresh their marches. Uh, Enemies further behind can just city jump to go faster. Yeah, overall city popping is a viable strategy. So that's regular gameplay, and that's basically what made Rise of Kingdoms Rise of Kingdoms. I mean, open field. In most city builder games, you just send the whale. Let's say that guy is the whale, right? He's shiny. He's a different color. He's very shiny. Uh, Launch a rally. Everyone said him troops, and you watch the rally get here. And for the worst one, it takes like it just 2 seconds, and you get the report, and you know if you won or if you lost. And to me, that's very boring. I don't see the point. You're just a troop generator for some whale. That is very boring to me. So, all right, let's remove that. So yeah, Rise of Kingdom is a better city builder because it has open field. Open field is dynamic. It's gameplay. I mean, you have to mind your marches. So sadly, I have three. Oh yeah, this changed it. Sorry. Let's change the way it works. You just have to click and not to hold. Yeah, I mean, that's gameplay. Doing that and joining a rally that is not even here. But look, joining a rally like I described is that one click, two click, three click, and then I select my march, and then I'm done. I'm done for the war. That's my war effort for a regular city builder. Rise of Kingdoms, yeah, I have to mind all my marches, be wary of the front of the front move forward and backwards, back and forth. I mean, yeah, that's gameplay. That's fun. That's entertaining. Just sending a rally and watch it is boring. So yeah, Rise of Kingdom is a good game because of open field. So I was describing a fair fight, 500 versus 500 going melee because you have to touch, again touch, you have to touch each other to play the game as intended by killing everyone here. You want to kill them by removing the flag. So again, let's move this. But now let's say range combat is a thing. Let's assume everyone of those 100 players have one range march out of the 5 march. So we have 400 march, regular march, on 100 range march. And same for the opponent. I'm not 500 march anymore. I have 400 regular march and 100 range march. What does that imply? Well, if blue is launching its rally, well, you only have 400 marches to go with it. Because your 100 range march are in range mode over here, maybe. And they can shoot much further beyond than that. Oh, and by the way, if you thought, yeah, they can work with you and set their turret here and here. No, you can't. You cannot set a turret on enemy's territory. Oh, and by the way, it's so slow, and you have, what is it, 8 seconds right now to set up a range march? Yeah, it's too slow. So basically, realistically, you have to push with 400 marches to the wall 500 march of the enemy. So by adding range combat, you nerf yourself. You nerf your offensive capability. So why would you do that? Well, because the range march are very strong, so a lot of players that cannot field 5 marches, most players cannot because they're struggling on the resources or even maybe the healing speed ups. So they want to be very efficient and they would run less marches and they want to run the best marches that will give them the best looking stats with many kill points over here. That's not very much, by the way. I'm not saying that. Yeah, you want the most kill point to look good. So yeah, you cannot push. And what does it lead to? Well, you will just wait for your opponent to launch a rally into your more march because they're stupid. You're basically hoping your enemy is stupid. What will really happen is, well, everyone will stare at each other. We're gonna be in a staring contest. I removed 1 0 too much. Everyone will stand on its range march, do a staring contest, and that will be very boring. The only way for you to push, realistically, will be to wait for enemies to go offline. Maybe half of them goes offline, and you only have half player left. So now you only have 200 regular march and 50 range march. And now with your 400, you can push those 250 marches. Nice! You won by overwhelming your opponent so hard that the remaining players will just leave. I mean, when there is such a disparity, like 400 marches to 250, well, players just resort to city hopping. They will just hide in cities, hit you over and over, and it's boring too. So you have either a staring contest, which is basically nothing, or city popping situation. So again, not very fun. It's very fun when you do it, but not very fun when you receive it. So, and it's not real open field as per se. So you see my point. So that's a thought experiment. That thought experiment already shows range combat is not very good for the game because it basically ruins open field. It says, yeah, the game will be a staring contest, and so you will watch range marches standing there, and then you will wait for your opponent to go sleep, and then you will watch flag burns. By the way, it takes a full hour to burn a flag without special content from KVK. Some KVK can burn flags faster. Yo, you're making some noise, guy. So, with that said, I need a pass. They did. Oh no, I do not need a pass. I need the KVK tab. So, maybe they didn't do that thought experiment we just did here. So they tried shifting gears. Like, what happens if we give every 100 players here as many range march as they want? Well, what happened? I will tell you what happened. I will tell you what happened. There was a screen sent on the official Discord, by the way, in the meme category, where you would see turrets everywhere here. It was a neutral pass. Turrets everywhere here. It was the turret with longer range but a narrow angle of shoot. Yeah, shoot angle. So a lot of range march here, a lot of range march here, and it was a staring contest. No one could ever push, because if you would, every march that comes up of that pass would just get hit by 200 or maybe even more range march, die in one round, and then the second march will die the next round. So you will need so much numbers to be able to sustain the instant loss of a lot of marches, because walking to the closest march maybe be what, 15 20 seconds. I mean, you would lose instantly 20 march, and then you would have to fight march as strong as yours, if not even stronger. I mean, Mr. Siege did a lot of 1v1's video, where it shows that, yeah, in 1v1, by starting in melee already, the range march often wins. So you're fighting march as strong as you, but you have less march. Yeah, very fun, very nice. Oh, and by the way, that screen I was talking about, why did I talk about it? They censored it. It was making such a bad impression that they censored it. They removed it. I looked for it. I looked twice. I scrolled for a full year because I wasn't sure when the KVK was released. Twice, and I couldn't find it. And I was too stupid to save it. So they know it's terrible. And yet they updated it. Very recently, they updated it. I think it was 2 pages ago, but we don't care that much. Oh, and by the way, I checked yesterday, but let's check it again. There is no ongoing shifting gear KVKs. There is none. There is simply none. No one wants to play that crap, because, yeah, people know it's boring. Look, there are none. Oh, there are no Alliance Invictus either. There are tons of Tides of War. Tides of War is nice. Why is there no Alliance Invictus? I just did once, so that's weird. Oh no, not Alliance Invictus. Yeah. Alliance Invictus is weird too, because the map design is weird. It's fine, but you're relying heavily on the matchmaking, and it needs improvement. But yeah, no shifting gears. That says a lot. Tides of War, good games, plenty of them. Storms for Jam, good one. None either. What? Warriors and Bone, not many. Well, not very good one. Alright, there are not many ongoing KVKs, so that's weird. Alright. So, okay, maybe it's not as bad as I thought it was, because yesterday I didn't lose the other one, but hey. Okay. Maybe it's not as bad, but now let's look at the Kingdom registered. 12. That's pathetic. Compared Tide of War, very good one. Almost 200. King of the Nile, almost 100. And by the way, King of the Nile, a lot of kingdoms are scared of it, because it is kinda the recovery mode KVK. So a lot of kingdoms do not want to to play with teammates playing recovery KVKs, because it just sucks, because you basically instantly lose. You cannot even play the KVK. So a lot of kingdoms are avoiding it. So they did that KVK. It failed. It obviously failed. Everyone knows it failed. I mean, I told you there was that screen they had to censor because it was making them look so bad. I'm fine with it. I'm fine with them making a KVK to experiment things. They already did it in the past. I think we cannot even see. Yeah, Desert KVK used to be here for a while. Now we don't not even see it anymore. Is it even in the list? I don't think I even saw it right there. Is it even still in the list? I'm fine with it. I mean, KVK modes are meant to experiment. And even before there was, yeah, they removed it. All right, they finally got rid of it. Even before that, there was March of the Ages. I wasn't able to play it, but it was so bad. They completely scrapped it, I think. Desert KVK, they kept a few things. They experimented with it. They put the healing potion. Healing potion are still in newer KVKs. Not often, but in some, there are healing potions. They also kept the true preserve in flags. In some KVKs, there is that. So yeah, Desert KVK was an experiment. They scrapped the bad and they kept the good. and shifting gear was a KVK, was an experiment. I hoped they would scrap the bad and just stop the range combat thing and let it rot, because obviously they cannot remove it. So I thought they were gonna release new commanders, and that was my video, that was my prediction. I was gonna say Stefan and Philip before teas were gonna be very, very mediocre, if not bad, because they have to do it if they want to keep the game fun. And it turns out it's not the case, and they did even worse. They did even worse. I mean, what is that? What is that? I mean, I don't know. Range combat is not meant for Rise of Kingdom because, as I said, it goes against its success, its formula. It goes against its formula, and they push it. It's getting very annoying. It's and we are playing on the in the Western servers, but in China, in Chinese server, it's even worse. I mean, they know range is meta, and there are a lot more player running range. And I think at some point they should see it's it's an issue, and it seems like it's not. But until now, range combat was for Season of Conquest, so you had the experiment of KVK1. Well, KVK1 is not a very good experience for your average player, aka free-to-play player, because you hardly have any tier 2 tech, tier 4.5 tech. And by that I mean that tech over here. You do not have much here, and there are whales that will just melt you. I remember my king back then in KVK1 just sent Richard Martel with full T5 and full legendary gear in the Rion on altar fights and just go AFK and farm kills because players were just unable to done them. It was very stupid. So yeah, KVK1 is not a good experience. In KVK2, you have a bit more resources, your tech is better, you're done with at least one, if not two. And you can still use epic commanders. I mean, in KVK1, if you really want to fight, you will use Sun Tzu SF-led or Bebar SF-led or Bebar Sun Tzu. And that's basically it for free to play. You want to save your gold heads. So now with the commander swap, yeah, you will be able to use some gold heads. So maybe you will run, I don't know, Martel Sun Tzu, or yeah, maybe you will save and go, yeah, the classic Alex YSG. So all right, maybe you can play a bit stronger March. But now with what they did, well, you won't be able to enjoy to truly taste Rise of Kingdoms PvP in season 2, where most free-to-play can start playing the game, really, because well, if you want the very best March to start racking up kill points, because in KVK1 you could not get much, well, get Catherine. Get Catherine. She's way too strong. She's broken as hell. I mean, she's way too strong. She's OP. I'm gonna go as far as saying that she's better than Sun Tzu. She's better than Sun Tzu, even if she's single target. I mean, she's doing that at range. I mean, yeah, it's 900 damage factor. That doesn't seem much, but hey, that skill over here is 1,000, is 800 and 1,000 if the target is below 50%. It's huge. It's insane. And you don't have to go full range. I mean, if it's this trigger on the first round of combat, then you can start dismantling your turret and go away, and yeah, you basically city popped at range. Good job. I mean, yeah, she's way too strong. Narcissus is not even too bad to put behind until you get to Season of Conquest. And he's not amazing, but yeah, his kit is very good and works very well with Catherine actually. So yeah, they give you that in KVK2 when you can start playing. And to be honest, if I mean, YouTubers will be making new player guides, and they will tell you to run those too because it's the best March. I mean, it's not. Yeah, there's no arguing there. So you have your new player that got rolled over in KVK1, but he smells, he's smelling, he feels there is something good about this game because open field is nice, seems nice. I mean, the PV is nice. Yeah, I feel it. I feel it. I'm a new player. I feel it. KVK1, yeah, okay. I saw this big whale just destroying everyone. I want to be like him. I want to enjoy the game. And then he gets in KVK2, and what he will see is a wall of turrets. And if he goes in their range, he will just instantly die. So yeah, maybe we start thinking, hey, KVK2 is supposed to be when I can start playing because I have enough tech to at least tickle the big whales with T5. And now you're telling me when I'm supposed to be able to start playing, I'm being forced into this boring gameplay of waiting for my opponent to go to sleep so I can overpower him with more marches. Well, maybe the game is not as dynamic, maybe it's not as game is not as micromanagement heavy as I thought. Yeah, maybe I will just leave the game because it's a boring game. So yeah, to me it's very dangerous what they did because it's basically changing Rise of Kingdoms even for the new players. To me, we're turning into your average city builder game where you're just watching and not doing much. You change proactive gameplay for reactive gameplay. You're waiting for your opponent to go to sleep to start playing, to start watching flag burns. That is very sad. So, yeah, that's my thought on Rage Combat. And as you guessed, as you understood, I'm very. What is the word for that? Let's say skeptical. Because I can still be wrong. I can still be wrong. Maybe she's not as overpowered as I think, but not gonna lie, she is overpowered. But maybe not to the point of winning early game and winning new players because as people grow older, maybe they get more kids, they cannot play anymore. So you will always lose player, and you need new player to replace them. So I hope they did not kill the game. And trust me, it pains me to say that because I hate videos saying, "Yeah, the game is dying, the game is dying, the game is dead." No, no, it's not. It's never the case. But I think it's a very bad move. Those epic French commanders are very bad move. I know. It was maybe 2 years ago they teased them. They teased them basically when they released V formation. So yeah, that's at least 2 years ago. But in the very long list of things they announced and did not deliver, trust me, that's the last thing I wanted them to actually deliver. I'm very sad. Oh, by the way, because I said I was gonna talk about those commanders a bit. Yeah, I already said it. I think John is the best primary for Cordoba, and Cordoba is the best French commander. So basically, if you're a new player, yeah, you go Catherine Narcisse. When you get in season in KVK 3 and you can start unlocking French commander, you get Cordoba, and you do Catherine Cordoba. By the way, let's check her talent. How is she? I put it level 60 yesterday in my first take of the video. So you go Feral Nature. Because you're playing at range, you can pick Naked Rage, and that's basically the only situation where I would use it. And because of her third skill, that is also her expertise, she can use Latent Power. Commander being able to use Latent Power are very, very scarce. There are not many of them. You need to do additional damage over time. What is written here is very misleading. You need over time additional damage, and she does have it. She have it. It's very rare, but she can use it. And then with the remaining points, I came up with this because everything else basically sucks. I think that's yeah, yeah. I forgot how terrible this is. Oh, oh my god, I forgot. I remember it was useless, but it is very useless. Damage to our autobots. That's defense under 50%. Yeah, that's it. That's useless. That's useless. So yeah, and we will have enough point to get there. This is strong, but god, you need to waste so much point on this, on this. God. So yeah, I picked this, and this, and then I tried to pick as many stats as I could. And here we had March Pit, which is very good. And here we had S. I think no defense. Here we have S. The health is here. Yeah. Oh god. So we have a little bit of everything. So that's the talent tree. Then you get Incident of Conquest, you get Cordoba, and once you have Cordoba, you get, I'd say, John. Maybe it's Stefan, we will need some tests. Not gonna lie, you should watch Mr. Siege for that. My cherry crafting mind tells me John, but because he's support, maybe not. Maybe the trees will actually make Stefan better. Which is weird because John has a better kit. Uh, yeah, but maybe that 20% more skill damage will make up for running support. I don't know. I think John is better. So here you are. You have John Cordoba as your one march, and that's a very best march in the game. You will rack up insane amount of kill points for very low resource cost. So here we are. New player guide. It's done. It's over. No, joke aside. So it pains me because every patch so far is very good. I mean, everything here is good. That patch is everything is good. Oh, where is the last one? I didn't save the other one. What? I saved every single patch. Where are they? Did I not? Wait. Do they remove it? I'm 100% sure I saved them. Th- They have a suicide timer? What? Oh, I have this. What the hell? Alright, so I'm bothering saving them for nothing? Real. I will investigate that. So all the changes are doing are very good. I mean, what did they do? Yeah, that change. I do not have to hold to click. That's nice. What did they do recently that was also super nice? Oh yeah, Ring of the Mystic. I mean, I enjoyed that game mode so much. I did it one first try, and I almost want to play it again just to find out the skills. No, the skills here because it was very fun. It's very good. Yeah, a little teaser. I mean, when I was done with it, I thought, yeah, maybe I spent 10 to 15 minutes, and then I looked at my mail and I was like, wait, I got the kill notice mail for the first boats 25 minutes ago. So you're telling me I spent 25 minutes killing the boss 2 and 3. Damn, that means I spent roughly 35 minutes on it, and I thought I spent half that time. So that means I was entertained. I was having fun. So it was good. What did they do? I know they did a lot of things for. I can't come up with anything right now, but I know they did a lot of good things. Every patch is a banger. Every patch is filled with good things. So yeah, it's very sad. And by the way, I'm so trustworthy with them. Like they bugged that tab. Yesterday it was bugged, and it would only display 2 lines. And they already fixed it. And I was like, yeah, I know they will fix it. I don't mind. I don't care. You can throw a little bug here and there sometimes. I don't care. I don't mind. I know you will fix it. That's how much credit I gave them. Oh, but yeah, right. And it's a new thing. They gave us automatic refill for free. I mean, I don't know where it will be, if it will be a new tab or if it will spawn here, only you will be able to see it. But yeah, free passports. No, free Alliance credit passport. So that's very nice. And by the way, with that, you can do Alliance mobilization quest, the spend Alliance credits ones for no cost on the Alliance, no burden on the Alliance. So that's very nice. It's making that even easier. So a good patch. I mean, everything is good. It's just those new commanders are dangerous. I would say we're entering danger territory. Oh yeah, I forgot to talk about one last thing: the range civilization. Well, they really got us fair and square. What a scam! And by the way, that actually makes sense that it's not a siege civilization because, well, in KVK 1 and in pre KVK 1, you cannot use range combat because you need the state forum, and you only unlock it for KVK 2. Formation only starts in KVK 2, or maybe in pre KVK 2. I don't know. I haven't played it. So you would, if they were to release a siege civilization, well, you would have a special unit that you cannot use at all, and that would make no sense. So I didn't figure it before they showed us that the new civilization was basically an archer civilization that happened to have a buff that also works for range combat. Just like Ottoman, by the way, Ottoman had 5% skill damage. Hey, it's it's a range civilization by their criteria. So what what a bunch of funny lads. So yeah, the civilization is garbage. No one wants it. No one's gonna play it because defense for archer is good. All right, but normal damage is not. At least for now. Maybe they will not. Maybe next cycle we will get Smite Archer. Maybe. I don't think so, but maybe. And maybe you can start considering the Mayans. But until then, no. So, little teaser for a new video, for my next video. It will be a very short one. Trust me. It will be for Realm of the Mystic. It will be just a general guideline for easy clears. Uh, if I want to make a real video, I should go to over all skills here, and I have 4 skills per role. That's 12 skills. 12 skills. That means I have to play that game mode 12 times, and I do not have enough time, sadly. So I will. Next video will be a very quick guide for it. Later, I don't know when, I will release a comprehensive guide. So again, thanks for watching, and see you next time. And let's hope that range combat does not kill Rise of Kingdoms. Alright, I'm truly gone now.